Every time she leaves here, she takes something home with her, said my mother. Now, this old woman, Mrs. Doling, whenever she used to come to the house of Mrs. S, so she used to take the things from her. She took all the table silver in one go, and then the antique plates, the beautiful plates, the precious plates, she used to take every day. Okay, she had trouble lugging those large vases, and I am worried she got a trick in her bag from the crockery. Now she is carrying the big vases also, which were kept there. So she used to keep them also. And the young girl, she was afraid or she was worried about ki, suppose if any of the crockery will break, then it will hurt her on her back. Okay, my mother shook her head pityingly. I would never have dared ask her. Now, then after seeing this, though, her mother was saying, she shook her head pityingly that see how all my things are going in front of me. Means all those things were very valuable for her mother. So she was very much feeling pity about those things. So I would never have dared ask her. If the situation is not like that, means if the war was not there, if they were not kept in the concentration camp, then she will not be allowing her to take the precious things, the valuable things from her. Okay? She suggested it to me herself. She even insisted. She wanted to save all my nice things that we have. To leave here, we shall lose everything. She said. Now, Mrs. S, she was saying that she has insisted me because she knows that if we will not return from the concentration camp, or if somebody will come and he will loot all the things from here, then it will be better for us to give her our things to her so that she can keep it properly or safe in her house. Okay? Have you agreed with her that she should keep everything I asked? As if that's necessary, my mother cried. It would simply be an insult to talk like that and think about the risk she is running each time she goes out of her door with a full suitcase or a bag. Now, these all she is doing for us only. These are the things which she is taking, the Mrs. Doling, all the stuff she is taking from our home, so she is taking for our benefit only, so that our things will be saved from the enemies. So if we will talk in a rude manner to her, so it will be good for from our side. No, it will not be a good, or it will not be a can say better, right way. Okay, and this woman, the Mrs. Doling, whenever she goes out of the house of the narrator, so every time she is carrying a big suitcase or bag with her. Okay, my mother seemed to notice that I was not entirely convinced. She looked at me reprovingly, and after that, we spoke no more about it. Now, my mother, when she noticed me, so I was not entirely convinced because if somebody takes things from our house, so do we do we feel good about that? No, we will not feel good because those things belongs to us only. Why anyone other else is taking, and why we can't keep our things in our home only? So these questions were running in the mind of the young girl, but her mother, she convinced her and she said that uh, no, it is better for us if she is keeping our thing in her house and she's taking risk also by keeping our things in her house. Meanwhile, I had arrived at the station without having paid much attention to the things on the way. So these all thoughts were going in the mind of the young girl, and by that time she has reached the railway station. Junction. Okay. So meanwhile, she was passing out. She was reaching arriving to the railway station. These thoughts were going in her mind, and she was not caring about the things which were there on the screen, because those things they will make her memorize the things which has passed in the when she was in the childhood. Okay, I was walking in familiar places again for the first time since the war. Now the author, she was again walking in the same places where she used to go in earlier before the war. Okay, when war was not there. But I did not want to go further than was necessary. I did not want to upset myself with the sight of streets and houses full of memories from a precious time. Now, the young girl, she would not see the things like the houses, the trees, the parks, which she used to go with her mother when the war was not there. So all these thoughts, they will, if she will remember, then she will be upset with those things. So that's why she's not paying any attention towards the things which were on the way. Okay. In the train back, I saw Mrs. Doling in front of me again as I had the first time I met her. Now, when she was in the train, she again saw that the big back lady, okay, she was having a big back, उसकी पीठ थी वो बहुत चौड़ी थी मिस रोलिंग की, तो she has again saw that same woman again in the train, and it was like the same as first she has saw. It was a morning after the day my mother had told me about. I had got up late and coming downstairs, I saw my mother about to see someone out, a woman with a broad back. There's my daughter, said my mother. She beckoned to me. The woman nodded and picked up the suitcase under the coat rack. She wore a brown coat and a shapeless hat. Now, it was the next morning, and this young girl, she was coming down from her stair of her house, and she has seen the same lady in her house. The Mrs. F, she told to the woman that she is my daughter, okay, and on that day, this young girl, she had got up late in the morning and coming downstairs from the outside. I saw my mother about to see someone out, and she has seen someone outside, a woman with a broad back. There's my daughter, said my mother. She beckoned to me. The woman nodded and picked up the suitcase under the coat rack. She wore a brown coat and she picked up it. That woman with the broad back, she picked up the suitcase, and she was wearing a brown coat and she was moving out. Then the young girl asked to the mother that she's living far from here. Seeing the difficulty she had going out of the house with the case. After seeing that, when the young girl saw that this woman with a broad bag, she was carrying a suitcase and that was heavy. So, she had asked a question to her mother, does she live far from here? Because she is having trouble in carrying those large suitcase. Then mother said, in Marconi Street, said my mother, and number 46. Remember that. Okay. Then her mother told her that she is living in Marconi Street and her house number is 46. House address. Okay. This young girl was remembering कि Marconi Street में number 46 में जो मकान है, this is the house of this particular Mrs. Doling house. I had remembered it, but I had waited a long time to go there. Initially, after the liberation, I was absolutely not interested in all that story stuff and naturally. Now, this house address, this young girl was remembering. Okay, and she was waiting for a long time. Okay, and when people who were who were kept in the concentration camps, when they were liberated, when they were left away, when they were relieved. So this young girl, she was not interested in taking those stored stuff she has, which Mrs. Doling has kept in her house in Marconi Street 46. Okay. I was also rather afraid of it, afraid of being confronted with the things that had belonged to a connection that no longer existed. Now, the young girl, she was having fear of fear of the things, or fear of the memories which are joined with the old stuff with that old woman has kept. She is afraid of those old memories. Okay, and she does not want to remember the connection that no longer exists. Her mother is no more. Okay. Which were hidden away in cupboards and boxes and waiting in vain until they were put back in their places again, which had endured all those years because they were things. Now, this young girl, she was afraid of being confronted to the things which are kept in the boxes or in the almirah of this Mrs. Doling. Okay, so she was afraid of the memories, and after all, her mother is also not there, so she is also very much upset with the things. When she will see those things, so she will feel lonely and she will be upset. Okay. Which had endured all those years because they were the things. And these, the things which the Miss Doling has taken, and they all are in the same state. Okay, the candle stand still is very new, and these candle stands they were giving, they were making the young girl a thought of her mother, of her old days, okay, of her happy days. They were aligned to make her remember. So that that's why she was afraid of these things. But gradually, everything became more normal again. Bread was getting to be a lighter color. There was a bed. Uh, there was a bed you could sleep in underneath, unthreatened. A room with a view. You were more used to glancing at each day. And one day I noticed I was curious about all positions that much still be at the address. Now, when the girl she was inside her room, she was watching each and everything very minutely. The walls, fans, the lights, the color of the walls. So all these things were giving. They were giving her the memories of the old days, and this made her curious about the all the possession, all the old things which her mother was kept, which her mother has kept, which and which her mother was loving also. So this, uh, these all things were making her curious about all the possession. Okay? Uh, After my first visit into the vein to Mrs. Dorling, I decided to try a second time. Because the first time when this young girl, when she reached the house of Mrs. Dorling, so she has unable to recognize her. She was not able to recognize her. Okay, so it was in vain only. So the young girl decided to go once again. Okay, once again she want to go to that place. Now a girl of about 15 opened the door to me. I asked her if her mother was at home. Now this time when this young girl she reached to the house of the Mrs. Dorling, so this time the door of the house was opened by a young girl, and that girl, young girl of 15 years, was the daughter of Mrs. Dorling. Okay, I asked her, mother was at home? No, she said, my mother's doing an errand. Okay, no matter, I said, I will wait for her. Now, when this young girl, when she reached to the house of Mrs. Dorling, so the daughter of Mrs. Dorling, she has opened the door. She was about 15 years old, and she asked that your mother is there. Then she said that she has gone out of for a business trip, okay, and for some business work she is out. Then I've said, no matter. I said, I will wait for her. मैं इंतजार कर लेती हूँ. I followed the girl along the passage. Now this young girl, she followed the daughter of Mrs. Dorling, and she was moving in the passage. An old-fashioned iron Hanukkah candle holder hung next to a mirror. Now a mirror was there, a big mirror was there, and beside that mirror a young Hanukkah candle holder hung next to the mirror. Beside the mirror, a candle stand was kept. Okay, it was of silver only, and it was very beautiful. We never used it because it was much more cumbersome than a single candlestick. Now, this Hanukkah was very heavy in the weight, so that's why that a single candle stand. So that's why they were not using this candle stand. क्योंकि इसमें चार पांच candle एक साथ लग सकती थी. That's why it was heavy. So it was cumbersome. So that's why they were not using it. It was kept properly as it is, as it has bought just now, as it has been brought or purchased just now only. So that's why they were not using it. So when on the passage, it was kept. Won't you sit down? Asked the girl. Now the girl asked me, the young girl, that won't you sit out? बैठना चाहेंगी आप? She held open the door of the living room and I went inside past her. Then she has opened a door and they both sat inside a living area. ठीक है, drawing room में बैठ गए वो लोग जाके. I stopped, horrified. I was in a room I knew and did not know. Now, as the young girl, the daughter of Mrs. S, when she has entered into the house, so she was seeing the full scenario as if she's knowing the house or she is didn't know, because the things, all the things which were kept inside the room, all were children, all belongs to, all the things belongs to, yes, who will answer?
Had.
All the things were of author's mother.
Author's mother only, yes,
Yes.
things were of author's mother only. So she was confused that कि मैं अपने ही कमरे में आई हूँ या मैं इस जहाँ को जानती नहीं हूँ, because the things were, all the things were belonging to her only. So when she has entered the room, she said that I was in a room I knew and did not know. मतलब मैं ऐसी जगह हूँ जहाँ चीजें मेरी हैं लेकिन घर किसी और का है. I found myself in the midst of things I did not want to see again, but which oppressed me in the strange atmosphere. Now, this is the thing which the young girl was not. That's why she was not coming, because she was again in the same, in the middle of those things which all belongs to her and which all giving her the memories of her old days. So that's why she was. It seems that she is in a strange atmosphere, or because of the tasteless way everything was arranged, or because of the things those which were kept in the room, they were not kept properly, they were kept as it is. Okay? Because of the ugly furniture or the muggy smell that hung there. Now, because of the ugly furniture, the furnitures were very dirty, and the muggy smell also means जैसे सीलन की महक आती, कभी बारिश ज़्यादा हो जाती तो सीलन दीवारें सिलने लगती हैं, उसमें नमी आ जाती. तो in the same way, that muggy smell was coming out from that room. So that's why she is not very good also there. I don't know, but I scarcely dared to look around me. The girl moved a chair. I sat down and stared at the woolen tablecloth. Now, the the daughter of Mrs. Dorling, she has moved a chair and she was sitting in front of her. Okay, and the girl, the daughter of Mrs. S, she was noticing the tablecloth, white woolen tablecloth, which used to be in her house. I rubbed it, my fingers grew warm from rubbing. I followed the lines of the pattern. Somewhere on the edge there should be a burn mark that had never been repaired. Now, then this young girl, the daughter of Mrs. S, when she has seen the tablecloth, she started moving her hands on that woolen cloth. And she remembered that the tablecloth was burnt once. So it is having a burn mark on the edge of it. And that has not been repaired. My mother will be back soon, said the girl. I have already made tea for her. Will you have a cup of tea? Now, the daughter of Mrs. Dorling said that my mother will come shortly and I have prepared a tea for her. Would you prefer tea? Okay. Then this girl said, thank you. Okay, children. So, more we will continue tomorrow in the next class. Okay. If you have any questions, you can ask me.